And welcome back to the Fraser Valley in British Columbia and Hilly Farms. This is episode 3 of the Fraser Valley series, and as you can see, it is now the last week of September. We skipped over a whole week or a whole day of game time, and I've been quite busy down here in the southwest corner of the map. When I left you last time, I was working over here on field number 6, and as you can see, it is done, and there's a reason why these headlands aren't done. I'll get into that in a minute. But as soon as that finished, I noticed that field 7 here was also available to contract, and we've already finished that. And then field 18 here is well underway. In fact, we've just, the smaller Fent was just doing the tedding. It's just finished. Yeah, so we're pretty much, we've been busy doing bales, making money. It is really weird that how much extra grass you're given for contracts, and I'm pretty sure I haven't edited the amount of grass yielding in each field. For the map, I did play around with a few things in the yield, but I don't think I played around with the grass, so I'm not sure if it's normal that basically this field here, field 7, you can see in the menu there that it's already been completed. And I've actually also sold a whole extra trailer of bales, 24 bales, which made about 15 grand or 17 grand or something. And we've still got all of these left over, which is at least another trailer. So for a contract that makes 19,000, you could easily go and make another, say, 30,000 on top of that in extra bales. So I think I'm just going to use easy dev. I'm pretty sure there's a, yeah, remove bales over here. So once I've taken enough bales off the field, then I'm just going to delete the bales that are left. And if you're paying attention in the last episode, you'll know that we've got something to do today. And what I'm going to do is leave what we need to finish off the hayfield here. Leave it all down here, and we'll have the small Fent start with the windrowing on field 18 there. And pretty sure the small Fent could also run the baler. Don't think it quite has enough horsepower really, but it's a very flat field, so we'll get some. We'll have the yeah, the small Fent will finish off field 18 here, and we're going to take the Massey and the other Fent, the Xylon, to harvest the Red Beets in our field number 85. They're ready to go. Given that it's the last week of September, we need to get them out of the ground. I have no idea what we're going to do with them yet. I sort of didn't really think of that when I was setting up this, setting up things at the start, but we'll work it out. So I'm going to put this baler somewhere, and the truck can bring back the wrapper, I think. Actually, don't even need to. The Xylon can bring back the wrapper, and we'll leave the baler and windrower and trailer down here. Oh, the other thing I don't think I mentioned when I brought the truck before, that it's got a 3-point on the front, which obviously you're not going to use it to do any field work, but it's handy to get things, to move things around. For example, when I took on this field 18, I didn't have the tedder down here, so I just sent the truck back and it carried the tedder down on the front, which is, yeah, very handy. In fact, I just realized that I'm going to need to do that on the way back too, because we don't need the tedder here anymore. Yeah, so you'll get to see that in action too. The other thing with the red beets, I have been doing a little bit of testing because there's no point ever doing anything for the first time when you're recording, just the way FarmSim works. And I tested how the new red beet harvester works, and I don't know if I'm doing things wrong, but I couldn't get it to work. Like, I think you need to be doing it in multiplayer for it to work, because I couldn't get follow me to work, and therefore I couldn't get it, because it doesn't have any capacity. I couldn't get it to unload into a trailer by myself. So that's the where am I going? Down here. So that's my excuse, at least, for not using the new beet equipment, but we'll get to that anyway. Great job. Yep, same old deal. There we go. And we might come down and help it, as it looks a bit messy around here, and probably going to be a bit of wasted time turning around. But so yeah, maybe towards the end of this we'll remember to come back and help it tidy up that island nicely. Yeah, so we've got this all set up. We'll leave the baler and the trailer here, and the Fent can finish up field 18, and I'm going to get the Massey, the Xylon and the truck back home so we can work on the beets. I will see you there. Okay, here we are at the shop. We've just tidied everything up after baling, and we need to get something to harvest our red beets. So I've done, like I said, I've done a little bit of testing, and I'd like to hear if anyone else has had this trouble. I guess I don't watch enough YouTube, but these things don't have a capacity, so they need to be unloaded on the go into a trailer, which is fair enough, but just the angles that the hopper comes out, I couldn't get follow me to work reliably. So instead of using this one, we're just going to use, I'm going blind, it's right here. We're going to use this one, which is just a modded version of the potato harvester that does all of the new crops. Yeah, so for this playthrough, I'm not going to lease anything except stuff to do with the harvesting of beets. Okay, it's just whenever I need to harvest, we're going to have to come and lease from here, which makes sense because we're just sort of doing it on a small scale. Okay, and there we go. That looks pretty cool. It looks like it would do the trick. Not sure what the capacity is, but we've got the two trailers back there that combined have about 20,000 litre capacity, so that's going to be how we harvest it. The only other thing we need to work out now is what we're going to do with them, because I hadn't really intended on doing a root crop playthrough, but it doesn't really make sense to just harvest them and sell them, because they don't really make that much money. It'll probably make about $10,000 at the highest price. But it's a lot of money to invest into a production. So like we'd need to buy the land and also a production building, because I don't have anything like that built into the map, which is going to add up to at least a couple $100,000, and that means that we're going to have to do lots more root crops to make that worthwhile. So not quite sure what we're going to do yet, but let's get this back home and get the harvest started, and we'll work that out later. Okay, here we are, and here are the beets. How does this thing work? I had the fear on the way over whether I need a what's it called, a topper. So this may not work at all if a topper is required. I guess I'll have to run back to the shop and rent one to put on the front of this tractor. I guess we're about to find out. This fence is quite close. Oh, would you look at that. I think I remember using this earlier in FS22. I was a little bit confident that we didn't need the topper. Or maybe it was even FS19. Also, I've been thinking about what to do with these beets, and I was shying away from doing a root crop play, let's play, but well, a playthrough. But I thought, why not? There's I don't have to put it all on camera, and it's good to have a little hobby of doing things a little bit more complicated than doing things that are a little bit more complicated than normal. I should still be able to set things up on auto drive and course play and such. What I'm going to do here is try and I'm going to have to sacrifice some crop. First we need to take a bit of a headland off the top end here, because this channel is quite sharp, and don't think the harvester will do very well if we fall in. Once I've taken off a few headlands this way, it'll just be a matter of doing some backwards and forwards. Should probably check in on a hay tractor. We're about halfway through. So looks like we've got about 10,000 litres of capacity. It's going to be a bit painstaking to begin with, but how about we even do this? Yeah, this is going to be a bit annoying to begin with as we chop this headland off, but after once we get going on the up and downs, it shouldn't take too long. He says at 1 point something meters width. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit more of this headland chopping, and I'll probably come back when we're part way through the actual harvest. and things are going pretty well. I've chopped off a bit of a headland and made a bit of a start here, but as you can see, it started raining. I don't think it will be with us for too long, um, but we're also full of beets, so let's get them unloaded and then we'll wait for this rain to stop. Okay, it's a few hours of daytime later, and you can see the rain stopped, and we've done another lap or two. Um, actually, one whole lap actually, and now we've got a full load. We're going to take it down to a production. So I've got something in mind, and um, it will set us up for a bit of a root crop play. I realised that if we get bored of it and if I don't want to do any more, then of course I can just sell the land. It's a bit of an investment if nothing else. So I'll probably be able to sell the factory as well. But yeah, let's get down there. Okay, um, it's quite a good looking map when the sun's setting, isn't it? um, quite enjoyed that drive here. Anyway, my idea was to buy one of these plots of land and we'll use it for a root crop production and um, um, you know, you never know, there might be something else that comes up along the way as well. So I can't remember which ones. We'll just go for the cheapest. There are a couple available. 107, 101, 117, and that one is the hops one. Um, yeah, it looks like the one on the corner is the cheapest, 101. We're probably going to have to cash in some of these contracts as well. Let's, yeah, let's cash in whatever we've got. So this is field 6, which is the big one, and we didn't even collect all of the bales that are out there. And field 7 is the silage one that we also didn't collect all the bales for. That brings back a bit of money, and I'm going to do a U-turn and go back, and we'll see what we can do about building a factory. This is the parcel of land we just brought. Now that I've brought the common land, I'll be able to actually sell this. Okay. Oh, there's a lazy map maker who didn't get rid of the grass. Actually, maybe I can make the most of that. I was going to buy, I don't know how tasty this is, but it's the best thing I could think of doing with root crops is a vegetable juice production. So it'll be a way of making a little bit more money out of the crops. I'm gonna put it around this way so we can access and make the most of the grass that we can. Is there anything around here? Nope. Looking good. And we're going to have to do do some sort of driveway there. Yeah, that'll do. Not sure how convenient this is going to be doing close corners with the Xylon. It's a big turning circle. So now that I've spent quite a bit of money, we're going to have to do a lot more work over winter to save up for the hops. I would, what tip side are we? Left. Yep. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're going to have to save up for hops. We need to buy a tractor. Actually, we don't need to buy the equipment straight away. First, we need to plant the vines, and we've already got the land to do that on. I'm going to do that up on the mountain farms farmland, farm 186, I think it is. That's a perfect place for growing hops. And I'm not sure how much those vines are going to cost us. We're going to have to just make sure that we've saved up enough, because there's literally only 1 month in the year that we can plant those hops. I'm going to have that all ready to go by March. So as long as we got enough money to plant them in March, then the next step will be having enough money for the hops factory, so we can actually do something with the hops, which I'm not sure how much that's going to cost, but I'm sure it's going to be more than a couple of $100,000. So yeah, we're going to have a busy summer for that, I guess. And I just realized the reason why that wasn't registering was that I was on the wrong trailer. Anyway, this is what I'm going to be working on for the next little while, pulling beets out of the ground in the dark. So yeah, I'll come back when something changes. Okay, it looks like there's only a couple more turns left. 2 more turns, and then we'll be done. The trailer that you see, or the trailers that you see in front of us, are almost full. Yeah, it's just 6,000 odd litres to go in that before that's full. So I'll be sending for its probably last trip. The turning around is becoming a little bit more complicated now that we've only got a few rows left. But it is kind of cool. This harvester has got that self-turning wheels, so it does make things a lot easier. For future reference, I only just took enough headland off the end here. Anyway, one thing I want to do before finishing tonight is that we're at the end of September, so I need to pay my workers. I don't know if you remember from the first episode, but I've turned off pretty much all the ways that you can pay workers, and on Courseplay and Follow Me and AutoDrive. But instead of that, I just pay a lump sum at the end of each month, and that amount we will do. First, I'll just check what I actually have paid in wages. I've only paid $1,500, so the way I work it at the moment, we've got 3 tractors. I'm driving one of the tractors, and I've got 2 helpers that help me out on the other 2 tractors. One of them I'm going to pay $5,000 a month, and the other I'll pay $4,000 a month. So that'll be a total of 9, and I've already paid $1,500, say. So that means there is $7,500 left. So we'll just jump over here. Okay, so we've paid our workers for the month. Just want to get that done. Okay, I'm actually not sure what this field has yielded yet. I'm not even sure how much we've got down in the factory in total. So what I'll do now is finish up this field, load the trailers one more time, and I will meet you at the factory. Okay, the harvest is done. Stick around to the end if you want to see how much we actually harvested. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you again to the Patreons and the supporters on itch.io. I'll leave some details about the map in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the series so far, and jump over to Discord if you want to chat about the map. Thanks for watching. Happy farming.